Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be the third episode for the 12 days of anime, and for this one, for my third greatest moment of 2012 in an anime, I chose the battle between Conan and Tobi, and there's a lot of reasons for it, but of course we'll get to that later. But I like how the video, or the episodes were, how they got into the battle, because I saw this coming, you know, I'm pretty sure anybody saw this coming. Eventually he was going to come for Nagato's body. He doesn't want to make the Rinnegan useless and just lay there. But I still don't understand why he didn't get Nagato's friend that was right next to him. Why not use a reanimation jutsu on him? I mean, why not? He was a strong ninja. I mean, he was. He didn't have any special eyes or powers or anything like that, but he was just simply strong, really. And overall, still wish he did, but of course, like I said, saw this coming, and what really surprised me was when they got deep into the battle and everything, and after his mask started getting damaged and everything and cracking in pieces, and what I'm pretty sure everybody got surprised by this was when she literally turned the entire ocean, not range-wise, but depth-wise, all the way from the top to the bottom, all the way to the rock bottom, all into paper bombs. And I'm just thinking to myself, I don't care who you are, but as long as you're the size of it in a human body or anything like that, you'll die. I mean, let's just say in this world, it's like probably as powerful as a nuke, or even stronger. It's like just millions of explosives, just simply speaking. But when I saw that, you know, I was so surprised. I was like, whoa, I cannot believe she was this powerful. But then again, since she's been in that village or a place for so long, she's probably been waiting for him for so long that maybe she's been, like, you know, in a way, like, putting in a little bit of chakra, or slowly over time keep on making more and more and more of them, you know, and also like regaining chakra, and, you know, just keep on rapidly producing more and more over time, and just really, you know, it's not too hard to believe, because she did have at least a decent amount of time to wait for him to come, and it was really crazy when she blew him into pieces and smithereens and just dead. He didn't die completely. It turns out he used that same technique that Danzo used when he was fighting against Sasuke, to sacrifice one of his Sharingan to rewrite that death as just a dream or a memory. Now, I was really surprised when he used this a little bit, because the simple fact that when he was watching Danzo and Sasuke fight, the way he, you know, his tone and everything, and the way he talked about it, you know, he sounded like he would never ever use that, you know. And he was like, well, Danzo of all people, I would have never expected him to use that, because it's supposed to be like illegal and just banned, like no shinobi or any ninjas can use it, period, really. Kind of like the reanimation jutsu, which I don't know why they would make that illegal. Everyone would start you doing it if they know how to. But just really, that was just, you know, a little bit surprised to see him use it, but I can see why he would use it. I mean, number one, he's in a really tight battle and he has to do whatever it takes to survive, because he needs those eyes, you know, and also because the simple fact that, you know, he doesn't have his original eye that was, you know, in there, because that Kakashi has that eye now, and really when you implant another eye, it's usually not as good as the original, or you can't use it to the full potential that it's capable of, and really, you might as well make the eye useful, you know. So I don't blame him for doing that. And of course, everyone's very favorite part of the entire episode, I'm pretty sure, was the fact that we got to see who was behind the mask. Not the entire mask broke off, you know, just half of it. But I guess the reason they kept half of it on was just so then some people that were still a little bit unsure, so then they could keep guessing and use it as a way to keep on getting people's attention, so they'll be like, oh, I guess we'll just have to find out, you know. But for most of us, I'm pretty sure we know who it is. We know it's Obito. And really, just in every way you think of it, it just points to Obito. You know, some people still believe it is Madara's brother, which really wouldn't surprise me, you know, except Obito is pretty young, or Tobi is really young, and Madara's brother would have to, I don't know how he would, you know, still be looking so young, and plus, he was actually taller than how tall Tobi was, I'm pretty sure, and but still, you know, they don't look too different. And I'm thinking maybe it's his kid, And the reason I say that is because we still don't know who his parents were. I mean, we know Kakashi's parents, we know Naruto's parents, I mean, just about everyone. But we don't know who his parents were. We don't, you know? And that's what makes me think that, you know, eventually they're going to reveal that, and that's going to mean something important in the future, you know, in the story. And I hope they do, and if not, then it's probably going to be just one of those unanswered questions that you're just going to never find out or never know about. And really, these episodes, I really like the way they made them end, because most of the Akatsuki members, you know, whether they're good or bad, they usually die a bad death. Just like the shark guy, you know, he did a smart thing at the very end. He did what he had to make sure, you know, they don't use him or get any intel from him, but it wasn't like, you know, really sad or, you know, just a good ending overall. It was a smart one, but not a good one, you know. But at least they revealed some story for him, so that definitely made it worth it. But for Conan, you know, I like the fact that they did put some stories and memories of what happened in the past, and it did show how they became the Akatsuki and everything. And my favorite part, probably, I mean, other than the whole Tobi thing, is just the way they ended it for her, you know, because after she died, a piece of paper landed on her stomach, and it got soaked with her blood, and then it just blew away in the wind. And then it started showing stuff in their past, how they had these tags, or whatever you want to call them, where it had a white side and a red side, and the white side meant that you were gone and you were going to be back later, and the red side meant that you were here, so that way they would know if it's, you know, if it's white and they're out. If they see them, they'll know it's someone pretending to be them, and if it's red, saying that they're here, but they're not actually here, then they would know that they got kidnapped or something. You know, it was a way to signal each other without, you know, other people knowing. And then it showed later how they got, when they got attacked and they were about to flip them, all three of them, they ended up not being able to flip them in time just because someone tried to attack and ambush them. And really, the other two got, or only she got to flip hers for leaving. And anyways, I like the fact that at the very end, just slowly, just the red piece of paper just landed right on there, you know. And that was, I think that was a way, and what really meant was that it was a way of saying that she's home. She's home with Nagato and everyone, because, you know, they're dead, they're in the afterlife, and she's dead now, and it was a way of saying, you know, their home now is like in the afterlife, and they're just together, you know, once, you know, just finally. And it, you know, and if I were them, that would be a pretty peaceful ending, you know. I'd be really happy. And, you know, that was just, I think that was a great, respectful way for her to die, and just ending that they gave her overall. And I've noticed this quite a lot, but it seems like there's been quite a few episodes where something small floats or blows in the wind or something, and then it lands on something, and it means something later. Like, I'll give you a hint on one. Let's just say the blue butterfly. Just remember that. Well, then again, yeah, that probably does have to do with what he can do now. And I'm specifically talking about Choji. I'll just tell you that much. But that probably is why he can use that ability now. Makes sense. I guess it's his spirit or something, what he has special within him. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I certainly did, you know. I certainly think this was a good choice just because the simple fact, you know, it was good in a couple ways. It didn't just have one good thing about it, it had two good things about it, you know. One that was with excitement and made people happy, you know, and, you know, people got justified over it, and another one, you know, where it was just finally a good ending for an Akatsuki member. But they weren't exactly evil, they were original, the original people that started it and that were behind it, and they weren't the ones that twisted it and made it worse. But, you know, at that point, you know, they did whatever they could to just get the job done and get what they wanted. But thanks again for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the next 9 episodes of the 12 Days of Anime. And make sure to check out everyone else's channel, because there's about 45, 50 of us, and I'm really happy to be a part of this, and that everyone's come together to make all these videos, which is going to be like around 600 at the end, which would take most people years to make that many videos, most certainly. You know, even if you have all the time in the world, I wouldn't be able to do that, and it would take forever just for the rendering and the uploading. That's probably what would take the longest. So, thanks again for watching this video. This is Anime Central AMVHD, and I will see you guys in the next video.